And right now at 6, more violence in the Upper Albany neighborhood of Hartford. Police found officers found a man shot inside a car. Everything we know is ahead.
Do the nefarious activity that they want to take care of and then get back out on the street.
And gas stations all across the state hit by thieves. What these incidents all had in common and the differences that are standing out to police.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, good Monday morning to all of you. Thanks so much for starting off your new day and your new week with us, America Arias.
And I'm Tim Lambers. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Let's start with the forecast as we turn things over to meteorologist Matt Scott. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to have you along on this Monday. Hope you had a good weekend.
Yeah,
we did.
You know why?
I did.
The sun was out.
Yeah, it was. It was nice.
Oh, good morning to you. Nice to have you along. Still sunny. That's the good news. We have a nice little stretch of sunshine and mild temperatures taking over. The only folks who may find an issue with this forecast are the folks who are looking, in winter, for snow, because, that's usually what happens, but not this week. Satellite radar pictures, quiet here, quiet there, quiet everywhere. Got a light wind out of the north for now. Temperatures fairly mild, ranging between 24 in Waterbury, up Route 8 to Torrington, up to 31 in New Haven, 29 right now in Hartford. How about the low 40s later on, keeping the stretch going to some beautiful weather. It's almost like Mother Nature knows she's got some making up to do from last week and the week before. This is the quiet week with a load of sunshine in there, and I think it's going to make people feel pretty good for the first week and then some of February. We'll talk about that in detail coming up in a few minutes. Let's go to the road, 602. Hey, Rachel, good morning.
Hey, it's going to be a nice week for us. I think so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, 602 here, and overall things are looking better. We do have a road closure that has reopened, which is good. This is over in Willington, Route 74, Talon Stage Road. This was closed due to a crash. It is reported that DOT is reporting that is reopened for the morning commute. Otherwise, over in Hartford now, 91, 32A and B looks good heading into the capital city. Light volume on the southbound side. New Haven just out by Long Wharf, also light volume. So your drive times from New Haven to the I-95 connector looks good at 2 minutes, and southbound 95 New Haven to Bridgeport is a smooth 27-minute drive. Good morning, Tim and Erica.
All right, Rachel, thanks so much. Well, developing overnight, one man is dead after being shot in Hartford.
Yeah, police were called out to a place near Albany Avenue shortly before midnight. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro got to the scene just as police were wrapping up. He joins us now outside police headquarters with the latest.
Police have identified the victim in this shooting as 39-year-old Jose Jesus Cortez from Hartford. Now take a look. We do have some video from earlier this morning showing a car getting towed away from this scene. Police responded to the area of 78 Cabot Street a little before 11:30 last night on a shot spotter activation. That is where officers found an unresponsive man, the victim here, sitting in a vehicle who had been shot multiple times. That victim was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. This investigation still ongoing at this hour. Police have not released any details about any possible suspects in this case. Reporting in the capital city, I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Angela, thank you. All right, police in West Haven also investigating a homicide this morning. They say a man was shot early yesterday morning in the area of York Street and Campbell Avenue. Now, it's not clear what led to the shooting. Police have not identified the man who died. We are working to find out more details on this. And this morning, officers in communities all across the state are investigating more crimes at gas stations.
Yeah, they've been getting hit with all sorts of crimes. 2 armed robberies and 2 burglaries in fewer than 24 hours, and most of them happened at night. They happened in East Haven, Plainville, Rocky Hill, and Glastonbury. And we're going to begin there, lower left-hand corner of your screen in Rocky Hill, where officers said 2 men entered the Cumberland Farms on Cromwell Avenue Saturday night, just minutes before midnight. The men had the clerk give them cash from one register, and then police said they stole the entire second register, cash and all. The clerk wasn't hurt. Police said the robbers took off in a stolen white Toyota RAV4. It had a Connecticut license plate. Here it is, 6AG AD1. They said it was last seen turning onto West Street, headed towards I-91.
Well, less than an hour later, over in Glastonbury, officers say 2 men robbed a mobile gas station at gunpoint. Surveillance video shows the moment when they pulled what appears to be a gun on the clerk. Video also shows a man taking cash from the register. Now, this happened on Main Street near the ramps to exit 3. Police say they don't know what type of vehicle, if any, the robbers got away in.
A few hours later, at 4 in the morning in East Haven, police said 2 people broke into the Sunoco on East Frontage Road. They said the burglars threw a car jack through the glass door and then stole some cash as well as vapes and other e-cigarettes. Officers said they took off in a stolen Jeep Compass that had a Virginia license plate of TTX 6149.
And then in Plainville, someone broke into the Gulf gas station on New Britain Avenue. That's right by the Wendy's and the Ford dealership. Police say several items were taken. They didn't say exactly when this one happened. They also didn't tell us a possible description of a getaway vehicle or what the crooks used to get inside.
Now, while we don't know who committed these crimes or even if they're connected, we do know they all happened at locations that are close to highways.
As security experts say, places like gas stations give criminals a quick escape. One expert gives us a look at just when these types of crimes happen.
They're going to move to the times when it's easy for them. And usually midnight to 2, 3 a.m. is the time when it's easiest for people who want to commit these crimes to have those acts go forward.
Now, in none of these latest cases were customers victimized while pumping their gas, but that's happened plenty of times in the past, too. So it's good to be aware of your surroundings when you're filling up. Lock your car while pumping gas and don't leave the keys inside, and definitely don't leave the engine running.
Police in Hebron are searching for a driver who was involved in a deadly hit and run. They say a pickup truck sped through the intersection of Kinney and Millstream roads just after midnight yesterday. We're told the truck crashed into a car that was turning onto Millstream Road. The driver of the car, 65-year-old Karen Taylor of Mansfield, died. The driver of the truck ran from the crash on foot. Now, if you know anything about the crash, call state police. A new federal grant aims to reduce the number of deadly crashes in one community. Richfield is getting $320,000 to put toward a review of the several busy roads and crosswalks there. Senator Richard Blumenthal is expected to speak about this investment at 9 o'clock this morning. It's part of the U.S. Department of Transportation's Safe Streets and Roads for All program.
Several organizations will come together today to push for greater transit equity. That's because yesterday was Transit Equity Day, which honors the legacy of Rosa Parks. It happened on her birthday, February 4th. Advocates are going to call on lawmakers today to prioritize equal access to public transportation. They also want the legislature to invest in green jobs and in cleaner air. Their event will take place at 10 a.m. at the Legislative Office Building. Now, heads up, if you hear a whole lot of gunshots today and tomorrow by the water in New London and Groton, there's a very, very good chance it's just another training exercise at the Naval Sub Base New London. They do these a lot, so hopefully any of you who live nearby are used to it. The security drills will include, though, automatic weapons firing blanks, so that's where the sounds will come from. The training will happen both days, today and tomorrow, between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
A reward is being offered in Ansonia for information and tips that lead to an arrest in an arson probe. Firefighters responded to the Ansonia Copper and Brass building just before 5 o'clock Friday night. Flames, you can see them there, they were coming from the windows. Black smoke poured into the sky as crews arrived there. The firefighters in Norwich battled a fire at a home on Cliff Street on Saturday night. We're told no one was inside the home at the time when firefighters was hurt, but they are expected to be okay. It's unclear if that home can be saved. We do know that the roof was heavily damaged.